In 5 years, the United States might be running on Chinese chips, relying on Chinese AI, and unknowingly handing over its future to the very country it tried to suppress. That's not a sci-fi scenario. That's a forecast backed by what's unfolding right now in 2025. In 2018, the United States launched a tech war to isolate China. It sanctioned Huawei, blacklisted chip makers, and tried to kill Made in China 2025. But today, that plan hasn't just survived. It has mutated into something far bigger and more dangerous for the West. The original blueprint was already bold upgrade China's manufacturing base into high-tech, AI-powered, self-reliant industries. But after years of pressure from US sanctions, trade wars, and tech bans, Beijing didn't scale back. It doubled down, quietly, relentlessly. While the West was busy with elections and TikTok hearings, China was quietly rebuilding the future. Please take a moment to like and subscribe to the channel. The Made in China 2025 initiative has become something much bigger than a policy roadmap. It is now the national operating system of China's rise. Originally launched in 2015, the plan aimed to shift China up the global value chain. But it's no longer just about manufacturing upgrades. It's about total ecosystem control, building domestic AI-powered systems across defense, energy, healthcare, automotive, and space industries. From quantum communication satellites to humanoid robots to domestic aviation, the goals have expanded massively, and so has China's ability to deliver. In 2025, the updated blueprint now directly supports 12 priority sectors, including high-end CNC machinery, synthetic biology, advanced computing, and smart logistics systems. At the core of this transformation are China's elite tech universities. None more important than Zhejiang University, dubbed China's Powerhouse Lab. It's not just a school, it's a tech incubator fused with state-backed ambition. In 2024, DeepSeek V2 was released, an open-source large language model that rivaled GPT-4 Turbo in engineering, legal reasoning, and multilingual support. It's now being deployed across over 500 Tier 1 hospitals in China for real-time diagnostics and medical planning. Then there's Unitary Robotics, now exporting quadrupeds to 15 countries and planning military adaptation deals with Pakistan and Egypt. Their robot Go-2 is being prototyped for autonomous surveillance missions. This isn't theory, it's state-backed industrial warfare. And robotics is just one front. China's semiconductor sector, despite sanctions, is roaring forward. SMIC is now producing 7-nanometer chips without access to EUV machines, using deep UV multi-patterning with growing yields. In fact, according to a leaked Nikkei report, China's top 3 fab startups, SMIC, Huahong, and YMTC, are collectively projected to supply over 30% of Asia's non-TSMC advanced chips by 2026. That's despite US export controls, not because of their absence. The National Integrated Circuits Fund, known as the Big Fund, has expanded to 1.2 trillion yuan, or about $170 billion for Phase 2, and it's now deploying new fabs in cities like Wuhan, Chengdu, and Hefei, bringing chipmaking directly into regional economies. Meanwhile, Huawei has done what most thought impossible. In 2024, it released the Ascend 920 Pro AI chip, already being used by Lenovo's national cloud computing backbone, the China Meteorological Administration, and military satellite relay systems. And HarmonyOS, once a backup plan, has now reached over 1.2 billion installations, running not just on phones, but on electric cars like the AI Tio series, smart TVs, smart city infrastructure, and even agricultural drones. It's not a mobile OS anymore, it's a Chinese-built ecosystem, software, hardware, chips, and services, fully insulated from US tech supply chains. While the US tries to decouple, China is quietly creating parallel systems. ByteDance, the parent of TikTok, has spun out its own LLM research lab for state projects, supplying smart city governance systems in Malaysia, Egypt, and Uzbekistan. ByteDance's Flow++ algorithm now supports personalized learning in over 200,000 classrooms in southern China. YouTube and Instagram might dominate in the West, but China's tools are rapidly becoming embedded across the global South. No TikTok bans there, only partnerships. And then there's AI manufacturing, a realm where China has gone from zero to beast mode in just 5 years. In Shenzhen, Foxconn's new AI-run factory produces over 10,000 servers per day for Chinese AI startups. In Xi'an, BYD's electric vehicle plant, powered by Huawei's smart logistics system, hit record output, 3 cars per minute, with full AI-based QC, parts allocation, and route planning. These are factories that need no floor managers, just sensors and AI training loops. Over 36,000 dark factories, fully automated, are now operational across China as of the second quarter of 2025. The West isn't even close. Even more critical is the brain drain reversal. Between 2020 and 2024, over 2,700 Chinese-born engineers left their jobs at Western tech firms to return home, citing better salaries, more ambitious projects, and national purpose. Top names like Dr. Feng Chao, an ex-NVIDIA chip designer, Liang Min, a former Stanford AI lab co-lead, and Wu Yang, a former MIT robotics researcher, are now leading national AI labs under the Ministry of Industry and Information Technology. They're training teams of over 100 with budgets over $60 million per lab, backed directly by the state. And while Silicon Valley still separates tech from defense, China doesn't. Its military-civil fusion strategy integrates every commercial tech into PLA use. Unitree's robot dogs are being tested for tactical urban deployment in Tibet and the South China Sea Islands. iFlyTech's AI voice system, originally built for smart classrooms, now powers military drone command networks. Beijing is not just planning for peer conflict, it's preparing to win through dominance of dual-use technology. Now here's the irony the West doesn't want to talk about. China now controls the very minerals the United States needs to survive its own tech war. While Washington tried to block China from accessing the most advanced chips, China quietly locked down global supply chains for the materials needed to make any chip in the first place. As of 2025, China controls over 85% of global rare earth processing capacity and dominates the global exports of graphite, gallium, tungsten, lithium, antimony, and molybdenum. These are critical inputs for everything from semiconductors to electric vehicle batteries, solar panels, and defense systems. And now, China is imposing export restrictions. In July 2024, it began requiring export licenses for gallium and germanium, crippling United States and European Union chip makers. The message is simple. You want to play the decoupling game? Fine. But you don't get the minerals. This is raw power. The United States cannot build an electric vehicle, a solar panel, or even a missile guidance system without Chinese minerals. The empire that once lectured China on openness is now being held hostage by the very supply chains it tried to sabotage. So what's the West doing? Trying to play catch-up with outdated incentives. The United States CHIPS Act, hailed as a game-changer, has been mired in bureaucracy and delays. Intel's Ohio fab, delayed until 2026. TSMC's Arizona plant, pushed back again, facing talent shortages. Europe, drowning in regulatory debates over artificial intelligence ethics while producing almost no sovereign chips or large language models. Meanwhile, China is rolling out 6G field tests, has expanded Quantum Satellite Network Phase 2, and is launching Qianfan, its answer to Starlink, with over 350 low-orbit satellites launched since January 2025. This isn't just economic competition, it's a civilizational race. Who defines the future, who programs the software, and who builds the tools everyone else will depend on. And in that race, China is not competing anymore. It's pulling away, not just because of central planning, but because of relentless execution, unstoppable ambition, and total ecosystem integration. Don't forget to drop a like to the video and subscribe to the channel for more content.